You ever had somebody ask you to pray for something so stupid, you're just like, I ain't praying for that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't praying for that. Yeah, unspoken. Like, it's just I'm not praying. Like, you gotta think that this is all over the world. This is all over the planet. People are praying. Widows, orphans, missionaries, disease, war, famine. And the stuff y'all are sending up, this gotta be filtered or blocked or something. Anything coming up from Facebook just needs to be no, just not. I'm not praying for your son's karate tournament. I ain't praying for that. There was a tornado that came through Nashville, and everybody's like, praise report, the tornado missed our house. Praise report. What do you think? God's up there with a joystick, like, let's get the Jacksons. My aunt, God bless her, she lived down in Florida. There was a hurricane coming towards their town, and she put in our family group text, our neighbors have a $5 million house on the beach, and they're very concerned about it. Can you pray? No. I ain't praying for that. No. How are you supposed to pray for that? Jesus, thank you for all the orphans and widows and missionaries. And also, you know the Goldsteins? For Boca Raton. Yeah. What's that, build your house in the rock? No, they put it right on the sand. We just asked, when those flood waters come ashore, would you just direct those waters around their house, just to other smaller, poorer people's houses? That's why I hope we don't have to go to war. I hope we do not have to have a war. Well, I think that everybody knows, we can all agree that America has got the best military on planet Earth. We can all get behind that. But listen, Linda, listen. Stupid. Linda, listen. No, listen, Linda. If you don't get that, ask somebody else. That's dumb. We got the best military on planet Earth, but imagine if we had to have a draft. With this group of 18 to 25-year-olds we got running around this country, it's a bunch of life coaches and bloggers. We'll help. I don't want to get my shoes dirty. You ever been shot? No, I've been triggered. Okay. It is over, dude. Imagine if you realize that's how this country was built. 18 to 25-year-old men fighting, protecting our free. Not like this. 18 to 25-year-old men, that's who built this country. You realize if the Civil War happened today, win the battle, wouldn't even make it to the field. All right, men, tomorrow we march. What is that, ragweed out there? Oh, there looks like a lot of pollen out on that field. I did not bring my inhaler. Can you text the general, ask if we can delay till April? This is not the right season for me. I haven't seen the other soldiers, but they've tweeted me some very hurtful things. Just in the bunker taking selfies. Hashtag Confederate life. They'll be like, all right, man, tomorrow we march. You need a shield? No, I'll just use essential oils. Okay.
And my job is, I feel like I'm just very critical of parenting, okay? I don't have any kids, and listen, Fort Wayne, y'all have kids, and everybody else around you has kids, so no one's being honest with you. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm from out of town, I'm gonna look you in the eye and say, we gotta start hitting these kids again. We gotta start hitting these kids. John, we don't spank our children. They're gentle parenting. Now they're in high school and identify as a furry, okay? That's how that happens. That's how that happens, all right? The gentle parenting that are bragging about the gentle parent. These parents are out of their minds. Like you don't have to show your work. It's right here. Your son's eating a kitten, okay? Gentle parenting, we do it different. I was at my buddy's house. Okay, he has a 3-year-old son named Caleb, okay? So his mom came in and was like, Caleb, time for bed. He goes, no, it's not. Boom, hit her. Hit his mom. I was like, oh! I was excited. Remember back in the day, a kid would do something that the dad would just emerge from somewhere. You hadn't seen him. He was like in the basement or the attic just watching Tucker Carlson video. He would just, where did he come from? Like a character in Mortal Kombat, just comes over, grabs this kid, hopefully by the arm, maybe by the head, maybe by the neck, maybe by the hair, slams him into another room, shuts the door. You would hear sounds you would only hear in horror movies. And then this child would emerge a different person. Well, that's not what happened, okay? He went in that room, there was no sounds, and it was 3 minutes later he came out, we're really working with Caleb on his emotions and expressions, and we've told him multiple times that hitting his mother is not in his top 3 options. Bro, somebody sent me an article about a family that went to Disneyland, and the mom, it's a true story, sued Disneyland because the son got hugged too tightly by Pluto. What? Remember when our parents would drop us off at an amusement park at 8 a.m. and say, I'll meet you here at dark. Gave you $5 and a ham sandwich. Dude, I got hugged too tightly by a guy that didn't even work there. He looked like Shrek, but I don't think he was a part of the... That's wild, dude. It's a different world, dude. It's a different world. And I'm the emergency babysitter, okay? I just realized that with all my siblings, they only call me, John, please, we tried everyone. Please, John, everyone's busy, please. All 9 of our babysitters are here. Can you babysit? I was like, I'll do it, but I don't like these kids. Plus, I don't need this, I'm rich. I'm not rich. I'm just at that point now where I can like buy Starburst and like throw away the yellows now, just one level up, you know what I'm saying? But I take my nieces and nephews out, and whenever they do bad stuff, I was like, this isn't a reflection on me because I'm not the owner. When y'all's kids do bad stuff, it's a reflection of your parenting. I'm out of the game. I'm neutral, okay? Some guy comes up to my niece, he's like, Knuckles, and she was like, And then he looks at me. I go, dude, I'm not a part of this. Take the L and move on. She don't want to give you the Knuckles. One time, my nephew was like a bigger guy in the restaurant. He goes, is that guy pregnant? I was like, nice, dude, let's go. We're on the team. Anyway, but listen, I don't want to get into kind of like spiritual message or something because I know there's one guy that's not a Christian in here, so I'll try to get him saved. But like I've been through a lot in the past 2 years of my life, and you can look it up you can Google. Well, don't Google it, but maybe it's probably on page 2 by now. But who knows? That's stupid. But there's a lot of shame surrounding sex. That's why I make jokes about it, because like it's a God-given, and a lot of like I've been through a lot of embarrassing things, and especially I wanted to commit suicide. I was in rehab for 4 months. It's a long story. Somebody goes like, "What's going on here?" Anyway, but there's a lot of like I always talk about it because there's a lot of people in here that struggle with a lot of shame, especially surrounding sex. I was in rehab for 4 months. I got out of rehab. I was on a Sunday, so I went to Five Guys. Chick-fil-A was closed. And I went in there, and I was like very embarrassed. I didn't think I'd ever tell jokes again. I gave up on being a comedian and all that stuff. I was like, I just want to, live by myself and not tell jokes anymore. But I never forget this. Oh, love you, girl. Okay, well, yeah. That's how I got in trouble last time. So don't. I don't know. That's stupid.
There's a lot of shame surrounding sex, especially as a Christian. I never forget, because everything I went through was horrific and embarrassing and awful, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But the only thing worse is if that would have never happened to me, because I would have lived in just, okay, one guy's from church. We love you. But like, I've dated women that are in their 30s and that just carry around a lot of shame surrounding sex, and that just something that they did that you don't think you get. And I thought everybody, every time I had like a sold out show or anything that I did like on television, it would always come, as a Christian, it would come with a lot of shame, because I thought that if everybody knew the truth about me, that all these people would hate me. And that whole rehabilitation process is I found out that there's a God that loves you and he cares about you, and he's not mad at you. He's not mad at you. Nah. And I don't listen. Let's pray. I'm just kidding. Sorry. I got too deep. I got into a hole. I didn't know how to get myself out of it. My bad. Anyway, if you'd like to, we're just going to pass around the buckets. If you have a couple dollars, slide them in. That would have been the perfect time for the buckets. Get them in with the emotions. Send the buckets, baby. Yeah. That's stupid. But there's a lot of people that like, what I was saying the story about when I went to Five Guys, and I was wearing like a hood and sunglasses, and I didn't want to be recognized or nothing like that. And I never forget this family. They were like, "Hey, John," and I was like, they called me over to their table. I was like, they're gonna say I'm a bad Christian or I'm a bad influence on their kids or I'm an embarrassment or whatever. And they go, "We just want to let you know that we love you and we care about you and we've been thinking about you." And I was like, it was so confusing, because that was the first time in my life that people knew everything about me and they still chose to love me. And I just want to say that in a lot of ways, I've been through a lot of darkness, and the people that are out here that bought tickets to my show saved my life in a lot of ways. And I just want to say thank you. That's it. Thank you. You know, I'm not trying to do like a thing, but if you'd like to sponsor a child, would you slip your hand? You know that Bible verse, wherever 3 or more are gathered in my name. Compassion International is there, getting kids sponsored. That's across the line. I shouldn't say it. I'll tell you one story about rehab. It's just like, so I was in rehab for like 4 months, and it was horrible. I called my best friend and his wife, and I was on the speakerphone with them. Best friend and his wife, and I was like, dude, this place is terrible. You gotta wake up at dawn, you gotta go to breakfast, you gotta go to meditation, you gotta go to yoga, you gotta go to Bible study. His wife, I was crying. His wife grabs the phone. And she goes, "I don't mean to interrupt here, but we have 3 kids under 5. This place sounds incredible." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Oh, you gotta talk to a I gotta talk to a therapist all day." She goes, "You get to talk to an adult, huh? What's that like?" I goes, "You don't understand. There's drug tests. They watch you pee." She goes, "Oh, only one person watches you pee, huh?" Did I hear you were going to breakfast? Is someone cooking you breakfast? That must be nice. I go, "You don't understand. There's absolutely no sexual activity." She goes, "This place sounds perfect." But take laughter with you. You guys, a lot of you guys are like, it's such a relief to laugh at jokes. You know, life is horrible, dude. Everything out there is horrible. Like, you gotta start laughing at some things. You know what I'm saying? Just take some photos of people, send it to the group text. It helps you. It helps you cope. You know what I'm saying? Laughter is a good medicine. That's Proverbs 26. It might be Proverbs 4:26. It's one of those. I'm anorexic. I get the numbers switched up, but. Take laughter with you. That's all I'm saying. You guys know who Mark Lowry is? You ever heard that name before? Mark Lowry is one of my buddies. He's a comedian, and he said the greatest laughter always comes from the greatest amount of pain. And we've done shows in prisons. We've done crisis pregnancy centers. We've done military tours in the Middle East. He's like, "It must be tough to tell jokes there." I go, "No, it's easy, dude. People that have been to the darkness. I've seen the devil. I looked him in the eye. I don't have time for like flight attendant lady. Like, who cares?" Just kidding.
That's weird. I know. It's strange. It's totally strange. I was though. This is dead serious. I don't know how to set this up or say it, but earlier today I was driving and I hit a kid. Yeah, don't freak out or anything. It wasn't my fault. I was texting. I didn't even see him. So, yeah. it's illegal now in Colorado because they say it's more dangerous than drinking and driving. Texting, more dangerous than drinking and driving. Actually, I found this out the hard way. I was driving home late, like 3 in the morning a couple nights ago. Got pulled over at a texting checkpoint. I pulled in, the officer was like, sir, have you been texting tonight? I was like, officer, I sent like one text with dinner like 3 hours ago. I wouldn't consider myself currently texting. He was like, sir, I'm gonna ask you again, have you been texting tonight? Rolled down the window, like winks and smiley faces came flooding out all over the street. Call for a thumb flexibility test. This guy made me text the alphabet backwards. It's ridiculous. I had to go to court, hired a TUI lawyer. Nightmare. I like texting and driving. You ever been texting and driving? Looked up and thought, yo, I ain't even looked at the road in 5 minutes. I'm right in the center of my lane, but I don't know how. I don't even remember that drive home last night. Good Lord. It's ridiculous. It's scary. You ever been texting at a red light? Looked up to see that the light's yellow? Just wait for the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Crist.
Good to see y'all. Make some noise. Thank y'all so much for coming out. What a beautiful audience. Good to see y'all. We did it, everybody. Duluth, Georgia. I like this crowd already. I feel like this is a big, like a lot of comedians go to Atlanta. Not me. No, send me to the suburbs, bro. You know, I'm a comedian for the suburbs. That's what, like, I feel this crowd is there's a big HOA, you know, PTA school board type energy, yeah. And that's what I like. That's what, because y'all have a lot to lose, because y'all don't want to lose your status, you know what I'm saying? So y'all do, and that's what's best about comedy, because we can laugh in here. This is a comedy show, we can laugh. You walk out of this door, lock it up, dude. Lock it up, dude. I'm not saying a word. Is that not how it is? Like, have you ever gotten like a meme sent to you, like on Instagram, that has like 40 likes and then it has like 4 million shares? You're like, dude, if I reposted this, I would lose my family and my job. But I gotta send this to some buddies right now, dude. You ever been at a fast food restaurant, they're like, sir, do you care about children? You're like, what? Yeah. Yes, of course. They're like, would you like to donate $1 to help children? Nah. Ah, come on, dude. Don't nod in front of everybody. Like, do you care about the environment? Yes. Would you like a paper straw? See you in hell. Like, we just don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Do you care about equality? Yes. Do you want these WNBA tickets? No. On the inside, though, on the inside, you can't let that out. You got to keep that in. Lock it up, you know? We, like my parents, God bless them, we went to church a couple weeks ago together, and we were driving to a Mexican restaurant. It's a true story. A Mexican restaurant after church, and my mother announces in the car that she will be ordering in Spanish. And I said, do not do that, okay? That's a terrible, why not, John? I want to be immersive in the culture. I was like, well, we're at Chewy's, so. These are white high school dropouts, okay? No. These kids don't speak English or Spanish, okay? Yo quiero. I go, no, mother, no. There's no needs to be coming out of your mouth. It's a cultural experience. We're in between a cycle bar and a Panera, okay? There's no... I want to do it, John. Why can't I do it? And this is what I told her. I go, okay, Mom. She's like, why can't I order in Spanish? I go, what other ethnic restaurant would that be acceptable for you to do? Here we go, Duluth. All right, yeah. See? Y'all got nervous. I know, y'all got nervous. Oh, no. Yeah, that's how y'all are, and that's what makes y'all great. No, I said, what other ethnic restaurant would that be appropriate to do? You wouldn't walk into a Chinese restaurant. Oh, I have the wonton soup. No, I'm agreeing with you. You wouldn't, oh, I have an egg roll. You would not. And you would never do that. Listen, before you get all offended, white people, okay? How mad would you be if you were sitting at a Cracker Barrel? Some Latino guy sat next to you and go, I reckon I get some biscuits and a sweet tea. It's the same, dude. It's the same thing. Like I said, when you leave this place, lock it up. Because nobody wants to get fired. No one wants to lose their jobs. You can't say, no, I mean, funny things like that. And to be fair, the airport, when I go to the airport, that's when I see people the most. I'm in public. And I would say, before we get going here, that I'm very grateful and honored that any of you in here would ever spend $1 to come out and see me perform. That means the world to me. And thank you all for coming so much. It's awesome. It's unbelievable. So, in the airport, I try to be very kind to everybody, very friendly. I'll take a photo, shake a hand, whatever. And you're like, John, what's up? So I'm walking through the airport with this kind of energy, and I go through airport security. I walk through the metal detector. The lady sees me. I legit makes eye contact with me and goes, and I hugged her, dude. This small woman, I came all the way in. I go, thank you so much. And I think I picked her up. I think her feet were off the ground. I might have said I loved her. And that's what, dude, the family, that's why family's the best, because that's the most high, it's the most high risk, high reward place to make jokes, okay? That's the best, okay? And the second best place for jokes, okay? Because you didn't choose your family, and you also didn't choose your neighbors, okay? And let me tell you this right now, look me in the eye, you gotta start getting involved in these neighborhood apps. No, the neighborhood apps are wild, dude. I'm on Nextdoor heavy, bro. After this show, I'm not going to TikTok, Instagram. Nextdoor is popping off, dude. And it's so personal. That's what makes it so good. Like, why do you want to know who Taylor Swift is dating when you can figure out who Vicky from the cul-de-sac blocked on Facebook, dude? It's so good. Like, if you drove through my neighborhood right now, you're like, oh, this is a fun, good neighborhood. If you got on our Nextdoor, you'd be like, this is Grand Theft Auto. Okay, there's this couple named Jim and Debbie, okay? And they have a joint Nextdoor account. So, so Jim and Debbie were on a walk through the neighborhood. This was a couple weeks ago, and there was two girls home from college, and they were laying out, okay? They were laying out suntanning on the front yard, okay? Jim must have looked over there. And Debbie, instead of handling this privately with her husband, decides to get on Nextdoor, and I cleared my schedule. Okay, yeah. Here we go, baby, yeah. They were just like, everybody was saying all kind of stuff, just jumping in. She was like, some of y'all parents need to do a better job with your daughters so they don't have #daddy issues. I was like, preach, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what side I'm taking. I'm just stirring everybody. Say it louder for the parents in the back, you know. Somebody got on there like, if you wouldn't struggle with lust if you were a Christian. She was like, we are Christian. We go to First Baptist. Somebody else was like, we go to First Baptist. We never seen you in there. Anytime it dies down for a couple days, I just hop back on. Do we ever figure out if Jim and Debbie were Christian? It's fun. Get in there. And now there's like a bunch of inside jokes. Like there was gunshots in the neighborhood. Somebody's like, did somebody hear gunshots? Somebody got on there like, check on Jim. Debbie might have shot him. It's fun. And by the way, you could be either side. You just have to be extreme, okay? You could be on, that's the best for a joke. Don't be a moderate, not in the neighborhood apps. That's not helpful, okay? We need division. I got 2 Nextdoors, dude. I got a Nextdoor burner account.
I argue my next doors with each other. And that takes a lot of work. I gotta make a comment, log out, log back in, make a comment, log out, log back in, make a comment. I fight them with each other. I got one that's like it's like a rainbow flag. It's like love is love, and then the other one is like Trump is innocent, and I fight them. It's fun. I just get them going, and then I back out and let people take it. You know. What is it? I had the other day? Somebody was like, you know, with like the porch pirates, people were like stealing Amazon boxes. So I got on as like the love is love, and I was like, if they need our boxes more than us, then they should be entitled to take our boxes with no punishment at all. And then I logged in as Trump. I was like, we need more guns. Ah! They're still fighting in there. They're still fighting. I have to, it's fun, you know what I'm saying? Stir it up. And the holidays, any holiday is great in the neighborhood apps. You got July 4th is unbelievable. Everybody's like, what about the dogs? The dogs. And I've been alive for a long, I never remembered the dogs thing until a couple years ago. The dogs were fine with fireworks my whole life, and then now they're like, they need emotional support too. Or like, what? Dude, somebody said, our dogs, no fireworks because our dogs are scared of loud noises. Somebody logged on 14 seconds later and said, good thing our troops weren't scared of loud noises when they were fighting for your freedom. It's fun. I'll be liking posts, thumbs up, you know what I'm saying, on either side. I just, you know. Somebody posted a meme on July 5th, true story, and said, keep your animals and children quiet. Some of us have been up all night shooting off fireworks, dude. That's funny, dude. That's funny. You gotta get in there. And like Halloween. Halloween's a classic holiday too, because our HOA, they had a rule. They were like, no decor in your front yard associated with death. You can't have, so you can have like a, you know, wheat stalk or like a pumpkin, but you can't have like a skeleton or like a zombie. That was no decor associated with death. Somebody logged on and was like, well, Vicky needs to dig up those azaleas because they've been dead for 3 months. Somebody's like, what if my skeleton identifies as alive? I was like, all right. Everybody on the internet is like acting like Mother Teresa, dude. Just like on the internet, just like, we stand with Ukraine. I go, you don't even have custody of your kids, dude. What? Who are you talking to? Pick up your kids from soccer practice, then we'll talk about foreign policy, Kevin. We are living on stolen land. I'm like, you're stolen your parents' cell phone plan. You're on stolen minutes, Brittany. Who are you talking to? Follow me on my fitness journey. You're on Ozempic, dude. And it's fine. We're all bad on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And I bet we're even divided in this room, okay? How about, I'll prove it to you. If you're a Christian person, if you're a religious person, and you do not drink alcohol, make some noise. Look at that, look at that. If you're a religious person, but you do drink alcohol, make some noise. (70-30). And that's great. Even men and women are divided on the topic. Like, men will just get drunk, you know? Men will just get drunk. They're like, I don't know what happened. Men have no shame, you know? I don't know what happened. I got drunk, drove naked through the Wendy's drive-thru. What? Again. Every dude has a story like that that's super embarrassing. He has no shame at all. Women, not women, they're too proud. Women will never admit to being, you know, I had 10 vodka cranberries, and then I don't remember anything that happened after that. I think I'm allergic to cranberries. I don't think, I had 6 drinks and then I don't remember everything. You passed out on the pontoon boat, okay? Unfortunately, we remember the whole thing. Have you ever seen a woman that, like, whenever she drinks a little bit, she has like an alternate personality with like a different name? And all y'all whispering your drunk name to your friends right now. Catherine went home, but Kiki is here. Kiki is here. Catherine's at home doing Bible study. Kiki's on the bar. Play Morgan Wallen. What? We got this girl in our small group. True story. Whenever she drinks, she becomes more Christian. Because I think she feels guilty about it, so she becomes more Christian to try to overcompensate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever had one drink and then you try to drive home and you try to be a little bit more, like, follow the rules more? And don't you dare leave me up here alone on this bit, because 70% of y'all 2 minutes ago were like, let's go. And now you're like, we don't know anything about that. We don't know nothing. Look at me. If you ever put on your turn signal in your neighborhood, you're hammered, okay? You're hammered. It's turning into your driveway, putting on your turn signal. Our friend Hannah, whenever she drinks, she becomes more Christian. John, listen. Judge not, John. What? Hannah, it's fine. John, ye without stones cast the first sin. If you're not laughing at that joke, I'm judging you so hard right now, dude. That's one of our main verses, but okay, no, John, listen. Are you leaning on the bar? Where am I supposed to lean? It says not on my own understanding. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. How many fingers am I holding up? I walk by faith, not by sight, John. And they always hit you with this. You ever heard this? John, Jesus drank. Okay, what do you have to say about that? Jesus drank. I was like, yeah, but he didn't throw up on a mechanical bull, so. If you grew up like me, if you have any childhood similar to mine, drinking is a very sensitive topic, and there was one other one, very sensitive. If you were ever watching a movie, as a kid, your parents came in, saw what was on the screen, shut the movie off, what scene was on? Sex, look at that. 1,000 people scared to say the word. Sex. 1,000 adults scared to say the word. That's how we grew up. You could watch anything on TV, drugs, violence, murder, suicide, homicide, torture, anything that you could actually go to jail for, no problem at all. One nipple pops out, movie night's over. That's a tricky way to grow up, dude. We had to fast forward the shower scene in Elf growing up. We watched Titanic, true story, as a family. We were homeschooled. We learned about the story. The movie came out. We watched it as a family. I was 10 years old, okay? People are abusing drugs, alcohol, nicotine, people committing suicide, jumping to their death. No problem at all. One, what I deem to be pretty short, tastefully presented art scene. We had a bonfire for VHS tape #1 in the backyard. That's a tricky way to grow up. We watched Braveheart as a family. The goriest, most graphically violent movie I've ever seen in my entire life, okay? There was a scene where one of the women got captured and the bad guy like kissed her and then slit her throat. Remember that scene? We fast forwarded the kissing. Pressed play, watch the beheading. Dude, that is a tricky way to grow up, dude. And any education we had in this area was like from the youth pastor. Like, we thought the youth pastor, like, looking back, we thought the youth pastor had like a degree or like some training or like at least a background check. And turns out he had none of that. Just an old guy that showed up late to church was like, I'll be with the kids. And all of our parents were like, sounds good, take them camping, dude. It was a very sensitive topic. Like raise your hand real quick, because sometimes people are not Christian, they didn't grow up Christian, and they're at the show and they didn't believe this is actually a thing that really happened. Can anybody just raise your hand if you went to anything like a purity pledge or anything like that? Really? Okay, yeah, okay. Okay. Can you just yell out, we're not gonna put you on camera, but just yell out what it is. Can you just explain what it is?
Kiss dating goodbye.
You kiss dating goodbye, yeah. So hold on, relax, okay. Was it like a ceremony, or was it at your church, or where, what kind of, what? It was at the youth group, okay. And what were you pledging to do?
Safe sex till marriage.
Okay. Okay, and do you remember how old were you when you went to this?
Oh, like
12. That is wild, dude. I was about the same age. I was 13 years old. I went to something called True Love Waits. Yeah, confusing because it was followed by an all-night unsupervised lock-in. So, well, that's tricky. Okay, and you at 12 years old, we all made that purity pledge. You know what I'm saying? And that's wild, contract to sign at that age because that was before puberty. And some of y'all didn't know how hot you were gonna go on to be. Some of you are like, I'm captain of the football team. I threw for 300 yards. I'm gonna have a hard time completing this contract. Somebody else is like, I play flute in the marching band and collect Pokemon cards. That's an easy virginity contract. Y'all didn't think that bit was going in that direction, my bad. But I think it was confusing for us at that age because the youth pastor was telling us things that were very confusing, okay? And the youth pastor... Oh, let's go, dude. We gotta keep it in, dude. Keep it in. I think that was the Holy Spirit, dude. I think that was the Holy Spirit. Nah, dude. He was going, you shouldn't do this bit. You shouldn't do this bit. Wow. I thought I was having a seizure, dude. Did y'all see that? Okay, all right. I was like, I think I'm going insane. I think I need to talk to somebody. My youth pastor. Okay. He's back there flicking the lights. Turn it off. It was mixed messaging. That's all I'm saying, dude. My buddy Jason got kicked out of youth group for holding hands with his girlfriend. For real, holding hands with his girlfriend, got caught, kicked out of youth group. Meanwhile, the same night in the youth group sanctioned relay race, me and this girl named Jessica Rogers had to pop a balloon in between each other. Bro, I went to third base in the fellowship hall, bro. What was going on in youth group in the 90s? I never been to a strip club, but I've been to First Baptist Stone Mountain, dude. We're all like that. We're all trying our best to make it. You know, we're all trying our best. And I'm not like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a man. I'm scared for the rapture. You know, I'm not gonna make it. I don't know if the end times, who knows? I don't even know if I'll survive doomsday. I mean, I got no skills at all. And my girlfriend thinks I'm gonna like help her. Like I'm a man. Like she looks to me. She's like, her house is like broken or something. She's like, John, can you fix it? I'm like, doesn't your dad do this? She brought me her car the other day. She had a light. There was a light on in the dash in the car, and it was a tire with a lightning bolt in the dash. A tire with a lightning bolt. She's like, John, what is it? I was like, I don't think that tire's getting electricity, right? I'll take a look. I think it's totaled, though. I think it's totaled. Oh, I got no skills, dude. I got no skills. I'm not a man. And that's why I hope I don't. That's why when I get to... Did any of your parents ever tell you that when you go to heaven, you're going to meet some of the Bible characters? That's terrifying. What are we going to say to them? I know nothing. What am I going to say to Noah? He's like, dude, I built an ark with my bare hands. It took me 100 years. I was like, I get ticklish during a pedicure, dude. Fiery furnace? That's crazy, fellas, because I was in an Uber one time with no AC, and I get it. What am I going to say to Samson? He's like, dude, I killed a lion with my bare hands. I ripped a lion's arms off with my bare hands. I was like, I'm allergic to bread, dude. We don't know nothing. And my neighbor, dude, he's like a big, military guy. He's like, dude, he goes, are you prepped? Are you prepped? I go, I don't know. For what? He's like, the grid. What if the grid goes down? I go, where is it? I don't. He's like, we're going to run out of supplies. I go, I had all the supplies today, and I barely made it, dude. He's always saying the preppers are always saying wild stuff. He's like, dude, gold bars. You need to collect them, gold bars. I go, for what? He's like, we're gonna melt them down. Melt them down? Me and you, Jared, are gonna melt gold bars? I burnt a Hot Pocket this afternoon. What are we doing with melting gold bar? What are we, an Oregon Trail now? He's always coming, every time you see him, they come with something new. Dude, fur, we need to collect it, fur. I said, what are we gonna do with the fur? Trade it. I go, we're gonna trade fur? For what, apple bottom jeans? What are we? I have no idea. And we're all, dude, everybody, we're all in this together. And men, dude, men have no skills. I got no skills. I think women, by the way, women are the smartest by far. Women are in charge, yeah. I feel like my girlfriend is trying to trick me, okay? A lot of times she'd be trying to trick me because she came in the other day on Instagram and she goes, John, do you think this girl's hot? Do you think this girl is hot? And I was like, no. And she goes, well, people think we look similar, and now I'm depressed. You can't win, dude. You can't win. I know you can't win. And now with the algorithms, now they're just like, it used to be just who you followed. That was all you saw in your feed. And now they're tricky. They're just lobbing stuff over to you. My buddy from our church came to church the other day, very confident. He goes, I'm getting off TikTok, bro. I'm getting off TikTok. And we were like, what for? He goes, all it is a bunch of gay boys on there. I was like, I think it's an algorithm, bro. I think it's I don't have any on mine, dude. I don't have any. They just lob stuff over to you, do they not? They just, what about this? And you're like, I don't know how this got, I was watching TikTok the other day and I got a Shakira video that popped up. Just popped up. I'm just scrolling TikTok. Le la la le la le. Like, my girlfriend's like, is that Shakira? I go, I don't know why she got here. I don't know how she's here. And I'm racking my brain to think about why. I was like, I haven't thought about Shakira since high school. I don't know why they decided to send her. I was like, I tell you what, I ordered some Colombian coffee the other day, and she's from there, so they could have been that. Remember when I got injured working out, and I Googled hip, and it was like, don't lie, and then I thanked them. I go, oh, I think I know what it is. I had my phone on the table the other day when me and my parents were at a Mexican restaurant. My mom was like, yo quiero, and I think I heard that. You guys have been great. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for Luke Georgia. I love y'all.
That's a bad thought. I don't know where it comes from. You guys have normal thoughts. I wish I was like you guys. Do you guys go to church? Church or no? What church you go to? Don't look at her. Yes, what church? This is. Don't look at her. Don't look at her to bail you out of this one. Don't look at. That's going to be like, oh, what church? Yeah, I know it's been a while since you've been. You forgot what church you went to. You were pretty proud of it when I asked you. Yes, of course. We all do. What's your... just say First Baptist or something. Just make something up. Wow.
It's confusing as a kid, you know what I'm saying? You know, my sister had a, what's it called? You know what a purity ring is? Yeah. Who cheers for that? Yeah. Who cheered? Who was that that cheered? Can you explain what a purity ring is?
You get it from your parents usually, and you wear it, and you promise yourself to stay pure until you get married.
There you go. Pure means that you should just be a virgin until you get married, right? It's like the number one priority for all religious people, but which is good. It means well, but then if you don't, it's like you got to keep it a secret. You guys are Mormon, you get it. Okay, come on. We're all the same in that way. We're all the same. We're like, we pretend to be good, but if we do bad stuff, just shh, keep it down, you know?
That's not really a joke, but everybody laughs for some reason. They're like, we get it. Yep, okay. My sister had a purity ring, right? And she got one when she was like 12 from my dad or something like that. And she called me recently, a couple years ago, and she said she lost it. So she lost a purity ring. But, what? How what? What do you say? You can't ask questions, you weirdo. Excuse me, stop the show. What? There's 200 people in here. You're like, I need more information before we continue. What on earth? Look at her husband, like, babe, shut up, shut up. She asks you questions like that all the time. You're trying to watch a movie, like, babe, I don't know. He's probably gonna get to it, which I was in the next sentence, literally the next sentence. Pause the show. He said, how old? How old? Whoa. You can't do that at a comedy show, but all right. My sister, she was probably 25. Does that help? Yeah. Also, what if the age is not what you thought it was? This is going to be a different joke? What are you trying to ask by saying how old? Now you're like, no, I regret asking that. What? Was this your husband here? No, him. You're sitting next to your husband, lady? This is not your husband? Who is he? Boyfriend? Okay. Where'd you go? No, we can just get it. Where'd you guys meet? Don't look at him like you don't know who he is. This your first date? It's not your first date. Yeah. What? We just spent tonight on Tinder. Okay, sir. I'll handle the joke, sir. All right, I got it. And is this a surprise to you that she asked this question, or this? Yeah, it's, this checks out. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, you know, we'll move on from this. Now, did you have a purity ring or no? He starts laughing. This guy hasn't laughed the entire show. Joe to purity ring. No, dude. No. Oh. Yeah, you're gonna have to talk about this on the way home. Yeah. You're just dating casually. It's just a casual date. Okay, and who knew about me? Did he ask you, or did you? He's married. Do you know this guy? No, it's fine. Who is this lady? Do you know this lady? This is getting out of hand. You know, stay. All right, we're moving on. Anyway, I don't want to be in court later for something. I'm not telling that joke. Anyway, she had a purity ring, but she called me and said she lost it. But this is hard to explain. I never told this joke before. She just like misplaced the ring. Like she didn't lose. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like she still qualified for it. She just like lost it. Yeah, but because it meant a lot to her. It's like a lot of sentimental value because she got it when she was 12. So, and then she was 25. So that's everybody good on the chronology here. It's 13 years that she had the purity ring. So she was calling me and she was bummed out that she lost it. And I was like, what happened? I didn't figure out to the end of the conversation that she just misplaced it. So it was a confusing conversation. So I was like, what happened? She was like, I don't know, we were at the beach. I was like, okay, so I don't need to know that. She's like, I think I lost it on a jet ski. And I was like, too much information.